What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the comic shop. It is Beezy Comics. Stay tuned. I have so many different projects coming up. This is not the only Mr. Beast helmet that I'm going to be making or the only helmet that I'm going to be making. So definitely hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to stay updated for when I post. We're going to get into this video. This video I think is super cool because, again, it just shows you another aspect of what you can do with 3D printing. Like I said, not only can you use it for clothing, for sports, which you can check out my other recorded videos where I actually show you how you can integrate 3D printing into those aspects. This one's going to be going a little bit more into the medical field, and it's cool because it actually has a cool twist at the end that kind of goes with Marvel. So let's check it out.
This is Jesse. He's a gamer from the UK who was born without his left hand. But that hasn't stopped him from kicking butt online, and he loves making people smile while pranking them with his missing digits.
I don't need that one right now. But
He's never even had a real prosthetic before, just a hook.
they're so expensive. Literally, this right here is the only prosthetic I've ever had.
So we're going to build him a prosthetic hand from his favorite video game. But what he doesn't know is this isn't just some cosplay prop costume. No, this is the most advanced bionic hand in the world. And he gets to keep it. I'm not sure there are any professional gamers playing hardcore action games with a bionic hand. Maybe Jesse will be the first. It's going to blow his mind.
I haven't seen anybody playing games with like a bionic hand, but I have seen different tools being used. I've seen somebody, I don't know how, but they use like a breathing instrument to actually move the controls. I've seen some new mouse pads where like the pad is actually, or the clicker is actually like shaped like a hand, and they can play like that. So there are different ways, but I haven't seen anything like this. So that would be pretty cool.
This video is sponsored by Naraka Bladepoint, who challenged us with the task of making Jesse a bionic hand for a video to turn him into the character Hattie Ismail from the game. Jesse's been playing the game one-handed, and he's really good. Will having two hands make him even better?
Hey Jesse, how's it going?
Hey James, I'm doing great.
I was watching you play Naraka, and you're pretty damn good at it.
Thanks. You know, with one hand, it took some practice.
Think you'd be any better with a bionic hand?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never really had a prosthetic hand before.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Wait, what?
So, how are we going to do this? Well, we could probably 3D print some kind of hand pretty easily, but that wouldn't be very functional. Luckily, this
A lot of people ask, where do I get my files? That they were just showing you is Thingiverse. Thingiverse is a free software or a free website. Just go to thingiverse.com. You can literally, it's just like Google for 3D printing. You can literally type in anything in there and you'll find a file.
past summer, I visited Bionic in San Diego, a company on a mission to make the world's most advanced and affordable bionic hand for everyone who needs one.
This is something I've wanted to do my whole life, ever since I was actually 7 years old. So I was born in the Chicago suburbs, but my parents are actually from Pakistan. And I was visiting Pakistan when I was 7, and that's the first time I met someone missing a limb. And she was my age, missing her right leg, using a tree branch as a crutch, living in poverty. And that's kind of what inspired me to go into this field.
They actually gave us an R&D hand to mess around with, and I think Jesse would get more use out of it. Let's turn it into Hattie Ismail's mechanical arm. For this build, Logan's going to be helping me with all the aesthetic parts, because he is way better at that kind of stuff than I am.
This is going to be a super fun project and unlike anything I've done in the past. I'm making a prosthetic for somebody in the UK, and the best part yet, it's designed after a character from a video game, Hattie Ismail from Naraka Bladepoint. And it's super, super sweet because it's this robotic arm, and it's got a bunch of superpowers. It can fly around. I don't know if we're going to be able to make Jesse do that, but I'm going to get started designing the aesthetic pieces.
Like I say, it's just something that you see, something that you can think that you could just create. Like that's like world changing. Like, and you can print this out of any kind of let's see what like materials they actually use to make it.
So how exactly do you control a bionic hand when you don't have a hand? Well, this is a medical grade muscle sensor, or an EMG unit. It's a super sensitive sensor that can tell when you're contracting a muscle. Reminds me of that time we electrocuted my muscles in an attempt to make me play real life co-op.
You didn't hit space.
Anyway, these are just sensors. They won't be electrocuting Jesse. Let me show you how they work. So inside the Bionic app, you can actually see the sensor data. And as you can see, we got a pretty flat line because I'm not flexing right now. But if I go like this, you can see that it's picking up the fact that I'm flexing. So now we can use that to actually control the hand. The beauty of the Bionic app is you can configure everything on the hand in it. So you can actually control the gain, the speed, and you can fine tune your sensor results perfectly to you. That's really important because the sensor is going to read different data on different people. So you need to be able to configure it precisely to be able to get the best result for you. Now, I'm just showing the hand using one sensor right now, but you can actually use two sensors. Typically, you'd use one on the inside of your forearm and one on the outside. And that way you can keep track of clenching and extending. And that gives you more control of the hand. But it's also possible to do it with just one, like I'm showing right now. So what's really incredible about the Ability Hand is allowing the user to actually configure it. Most prosthetics, you'd have to go to the doctor to change pretty much anything. But now, Bionic's actually empowering the user to be able to configure the hand any which way they want. You can even make your own grips. You can configure how strong the fingers grab. You can configure all the endpoints. It's really incredible how much customizability they've built into this hand and the app, which, by the way, connects by Bluetooth faster than any consumer electronic device I've ever used. I don't know how they do it. Like, seriously, watch how fast I can connect to the hand.
The future's here, guys.
Scan, found, connected. My headphones don't even connect that fast. And that is pretty gnarly.
We should be getting that 3D model of Jesse's arm today, so we can start on making that attachment to hook the wrist to the rest of the arm.
We were working with prosthesis. I don't want to say prosthetist because
I'm leaving all of this in. I want you to know that.
A prosthetic specialist. We worked with.
So I'm at the clinic right now, just finished.
Anyway, he took a 3D scan of Jesse's arm so that we could make our mechanical arm attached to his. James is going to whip that up on the 3D printer and continue working on the socket while I finish up the aesthetic armor pieces. So far, I have finished making the aesthetic.
So again, that technology there again is how I basically scan my head to make all my helmets behind me fit. So there are different methods that you can use to actually get a scale of something, a scan of something to do exactly what he's going to start doing, which is editing and going on from there.
Aesthetic palm cover and the aesthetic backhand cover. To make that fit the rest of the aesthetic, we've got to paint the fingers with some gold paint. We're going to mix our pigment together. So I'm replicating this kind of bronzy, coppery gold color. So to replicate that, I've got a bunch of different mica pigments here. I'm going to mix together a combination of those and try to get a close color.
So this is something I've never tried either. So this is, I've used, what's it called? Brain fart. But I've used like, I forget what it's called now. On my Mandalorian helmet and on my Taskmaster helmet, and I'm going to be using it on my Blades of Chaos as well, but it's like a graphite powder. I've used graphite powder. This is something different that gets different colors because the graphite powder basically comes out like a metallic or a silver. You use a base coat of black and then go over that with that. So this is a different painting technique that you guys can learn as well.
So I finished up all the aesthetic outer pieces in Blender, and then I'm going to print those on our Bamboo Labs printers. And
Blender is a free software to download, and it's actually what I'm using to learn how to model prints as well.
PLA. So now that we have all the pieces printed, we can get to sanding, gluing, and painting them.
That good old elbow grease. Get to sanding.
This is the first coat. I have to do like 2 or 3.
That's another thing that I really got to get, especially right now. I know a lot of people are struggling with it. Right now it's cold outside, so spray painting outside, as far as like primers, it's cool. Metallics, I found like silver metallics super good in the cold. but yellows terrible for the cold, reds terrible for the cold. So like an airbrush is definitely something that I'm looking for, so that way I can do more stuff inside.
So with all of the little aesthetic crystals and light up diamonds that it has,
And then to
I
show
wanted
you
to
guys
make
how to
those
do it as well.
transparent. I'm going to print them on our Form Labs resin printer.
And we are going to dye them with some alcohol inks so that we can get them to the colors that they are on the arm.
Now, we've never done any prosthetic work before, so this really is a new field for us. Luckily, one of our past interns, Chris,
They make some crazy stuff.
just had an internship at Bionic last summer and is super familiar with the ability hand. He's also never designed a socket. But hopefully with our combined skills, we're up for the challenge. And since he's back in town for engineering school, we brought him in to lend us a hand. Now, he came up with a pretty slick arm piece design that the hand attaches to, and we'll be able to fit it onto Jesse's arm to make it look extra cool. So I printed it out on our Pantheon 3D printer in carbon fiber PET G plastic.
I'm not sure about carbon fiber, but I know you can get PET G from like Micro Center or on Amazon, but I'm not sure about carbon fiber. And then with that as well, I'm not sure of the temperatures that you would have to use as well. So that's something that you would have to check to see. I know if you're increasing the temperature, which I'm sure that you would have to do with this, there are different metal nozzles, like most of yours comes with brass. There are different metallic nozzles that can go up to higher temperatures to actually print out PET G and stuff like that.
Ooh, that looks nice. Now, using the carbon copy of his arm, we can cast a silicone glove to make sure this arm fits him perfectly. Let's see how Logan's getting on with the armor.
All right, so we're going to be assembling the socket. To this, we have to add all of our coupler pieces and components so then we can actually fasten and attach the wrist to our socket here for Jesse. So to do that, we're going to need to install this little coupler ring, which we got sent by Bionic. We can do a test fit with the hand here just to make sure it fully fits in and sits in. Hear that snap?
It did.
There you go.
This little coaxial plug, which allows our controller box here to talk to all of the different joints and components inside of the hand.
This is stuff that I want to start bringing more to my channel, which I'm starting to slowly with LEDs. I know it's taken me a long time, but a lot of this stuff takes a lot of time to learn. I'm not saying I'm going to be able to master and like show you guys this, like how to program a hand, but showing you guys how to incorporate different electronics into your prints is definitely something I'm interested in to show you guys, to get you guys interested in that. And to like, it's a real good skill. You might want to get into the actual trade of being an electrician. So it's something it's a really good skill that not only goes into 3D printing, but that you can actually put into your own life.
And then we'll also need to install the battery in here. We get some red blinkies. That means we just have to swap a few things.
That's how you feel whenever electronics come together. I'm not gonna lie.
Made this mold up for an inner socket little silicone piece, and I had an inner mold piece of his left arm here, and then I casted that in a Smooth On Dragon Skin 20 silicone, so it's got some flexibility to it, and then it will be extra comfortable for him. And what I'm going to do right now is we need to cut a hole. I've got to trace this out so we can actually install it onto the belly. Scalpel!
Straight face. Just looking nervously.
And then he'll be able to use his arm to control the hand.
Okay.
Pretty sweet.
Hey! There we go.
That's first try.
Okay, let's get those on there.
All right. Put some Velcro on the inner piece 3. You know what, Rob? Just skip to the beauties.
That's nice, man. Your favorite game too? That's a hell of a surprise.
All right, James. I finished the hand. You ready to come see it?
Oh my god.
What do you think?
Go. Jesse's gonna love this. That looks incredible.
That's crazy, man.
Nice work with the paint and the gems.
Thanks, man. Look at this. Ready?
Oh, no
Look,
way.
too. I have to finish
Now I
installing them
just
on
have
the
to
cup.
figure out how to get this through customs at the airport.
Oh.
Yeah, imagine explaining that.
Oh my God, here we go. Kimberly calculated from the beginning, how do I be?
So the X-ray machine didn't even flag the hand. I'm surprised.
Surprisingly, no one at the airport even raised an eyebrow at my extra hand, and I was across the pond to jolly old England. Once I landed, it was a 2-hour Uber ride to Jesse's, so I caught up on some of his latest videos. I can't wait to see his reaction when he tries out the hand. Alright, Jesse, so, got a little upgrade for you. I saw the wooden hand.
Yeah.
Thought I could use something a bit more in the 21st century.
Hey, perfect. I'm ready for it. Yes. Oh my God.
All right.
I'm so ready to put this on.
So we've got all the plastic pieces to do it up, but
Yeah.
for now I'll just take them off so we can show you the actual core hand. I'm gonna try sliding
through here. Wait. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Just trying to get the elbow. Yeah, but the
That's
silicone's
crazy, man.
pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It fits in perfectly.
So then when we
I'm just used to the elbow being more inside.
let me just grab that elastic. And now if we double tap it,
Oh.
oh, there you go. Oh, let's see.
Oh my God!
That's dope.
Wait, can I?
Here, let's put
Imagine
in
bringing this kind of like excitement to somebody.
Close. Open. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, you're getting it.
And then you can change Jesse in the app what grips you can cycle through and like different finger positions if you ever want to configure
I
any
should
of
have
those.
just.
There you go.
And if you don't want
All
it,
right, I'm gonna grab the other hand with.
Oh. Wait.
You're so used to that.
Balance. Oh
That's
my
dope, bro.
God! I just picked up my wooden hand
That's dope.
with an actual hand on my left arm. What? And now?
wooden hand.
Oh my! Oh! Ah! I'm so baffled.
So it takes some practice, but these are pretty light. It's possible they catch.
Really? Wait. But my reaction has to be.
You gotta calibrate in your head.
Yeah.
But
That's dope.
Oh,
First
is that the
try.
first time you caught something?
Yes! Yes! Ah, I messed it. Wait. Oh my God. I feel like I'm playing a video game in real life. Like I'm having to control my
It looks like a video
my
game. I'm
arm
not
to
gonna
get it.
lie.
Video game.
rock.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Oh my. 1, 2.
I don't know if you can tell, but he's having a blast, Logan.
Yeah. I was just.
Get the hang of it.
Oh, yeah, try. Let's pinch to try and pick up something small.
Something small.
I have always been
Gotta
curious
break
about,
it in.
turning the key and stuff.
What?
And don't forget, he can still customize it to get better grips and do
Yo,
more
that's
as well.
really small, and it just. Oh, I need to go for it. Oh wow.
So again, if you pinch something now, if we pinch it and grab
Okay.
something, and then we just tap it once.
Oh, and I can just move
And now it's
around,
locked.
and it's. and it's just there. I can
Yeah.
contract my muscles, do
Yeah,
whatever.
so then you just tap it again to unfreeze, and then you have full control.
Oh my god, yes, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Wait, so if it's contracted,
You control finger by
No,
finger too.
wait.
That's crazy.
Oh, I freeze it when it was open. Okay, so close. That's freezed.
Yeah.
But now, if
I
I
don't think
unfreeze
they
it, I have
mentioned
to be
anything
still
about like a
contracted in
battery
the same
life,
position.
or if there's
Right.
like a battery
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
They did
yeah.
mention
And then if I open it, yeah, because if I do this, freeze it, and then uncontracted, when I click, it's probably just going to open the hand. Yeah. Okay, I've got the hang of it. I'm getting used to it. Okay.
Ready? 1, 2.
No, it's not plugged in. Oh my!
So this is an R&D hand, but I talked to Bionic, and this is your hand now. You get to keep it.
You're joking.
So here's.
You're joking.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
I got.
That's your hand.
Thank you. For real. Wait. Oh my god. I just came out. I need to plug it in. But for real.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna keep it. I did think I was like, oh, the molds. I mean, they'll just take out the mold and anyone else can use it.
So you got more time to film your video because.
Oh my god! I can
That's
run Amigo
crazy, dude. Look at that.
Yeah. Bionic told me that once they do have clinical hands, we can swap it out for an official one later on. But in the meantime, it's basically on permanent loan to you.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's so sick! Oh my god! I was not expecting that. Well, with it, this is my.
Oh wow!
So that's my the only
Oh, the
prosthetic.
gym one.
Yeah, that's the only prosthetic I've ever had. I've ever worn. It's just
upgrade.
that slight upgrade. Yeah, from a little clamp to an actual closing hand.
But then the cool thing in the grip editor, it's in beta, you can configure things more. So for say cylinder, one of those, you can change where. So that's the end point.
Man, that is.
So you can actually mess around quite a bit and like make custom ones and whatnot. So, for example, you might be able to open the wallet with your middle finger, maybe.
Do you know what I thought was gonna be? You were gonna ship the hand. I was gonna unbox it, use it, whatever. Then I was gonna ask like just to keep it for a few days so I could record some videos. Then I was gonna send it back, and that would be the end of it. You've come here, flown over, meet in person, and you just giving me the hand. Just
You're welcome.
thank you. I don't even know what to say. It's like it's so. Oh my god! Wow! Just wow!
I'll stop it there just to leave a positive message, guys. Just look at the happiness in that kid's face. Like, I feel like everybody has a purpose in life. Everybody has a calling. And this guy from Hacksmith, this was his purpose. This is his calling, to be able to create different things. And with his creation, now look, the things that he's gone through, the things that he's learned, look what he's been able, and the connections he's made. Look what he's been able to do for this kid. Like that's amazing. You've seen he had like a clamp before, and now he has like a full workable hand. And not only a full workable hand, a hand that has like a mold for his favorite game. So that's something that's like crazy, guys. So again, the purpose of my channel, Beezy Comics, is to do the same, to inspire, to make people want to go out and find their purpose instead of just like following the norm and just doing what you normally see out there. Be creative, be somebody different, be yourself. Besides that, guys, it's Beezy Comics. Peace.